I love you enough to make our iPhone-Samsung relationship work. Hello, welcome back to Examining Life, a life that's worth living. My name is Amanda. With Valentine's Day being yesterday, I thought this was a funny love-related meme. But wait, there is going to be another one soon. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Meme Monday. Thank you to my patrons and subscribers. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Okay, so on to today's meme. I'm in love with a philosophy major, and he doesn't even know I exist. And even worse, he can prove it. I really got a kick out of this one. Hashtag philosopher love. Okay, so there are a few things to unpack in this meme. First, we have to define what does the I or self mean? In order to know whether or not she exists, we first have to define who she is. My first 3 Wisdom Wednesdays were on the quote, "Know thyself," and I'll put links up here. The main thing here is to think about the various levels of the self. One can make the case that the self is simply one's body, and that is his or her identity. One's actions tie in with one's body, which conducts the actions. We can get into a whole Matrix evil demon conversation here, but I will save that for another day. However, I will discuss zombies. So if it is true that it's only the body that defines the self, then the notion of philosophical zombies has the potential to lead to selfhood. Philosophical zombies are exactly this. Bodies without minds or consciousness. If the idea of the self is simply one's body, then zombies would be considered selves. However, the notion of zombies being selves is typically not accepted. However, let's bring it back to the meme. If one's body is what defines the I or the self, then it might be possible for the philosophy major to know that she exists, if her body exists. However, he would have to take empiricism, attaining knowledge through sensory perceptions, as being a valid means by which to attain knowledge. Another can make the case that one's thoughts, feelings, and values, etc., are what define the self. If this is the case, it is possible that the philosophy major doesn't know that she exists unless she has communicated who and what she is to him. He would have also needed to be conscious and engaged during these conversations. If the notion of the self is defined by these other concepts, and she has not communicated them to the philosophy major, it can be possible that he can prove that he doesn't know that she exists, if the said values, feelings, and thoughts are who she is. Furthermore, how do you prove whether said thoughts and values even exist themselves? Simply saying them does not necessarily lead to their existence. And the last factor that I'll mention here is time. This is another area where the philosophy major can prove that she, or at least her past or future selves, don't exist. If the self changes over time, and if it is possible to know someone, he would only know her for that given moment, as the past and future selves don't exist at present. She may tell him about her past selves, and perhaps her goals and ambitions for her future selves, but these do not exist in the present tense. He cannot know that those past selves or future selves have or will exist. All of these factors can be sources of doubt when trying to prove that he knows that she exists. Now, what does it mean to exist? And what does it mean to capital K know that something or someone exists? There is a certain probability that she's having a real existential crisis if the person she loves can't prove that he knows that she exists. Doubting one's own existence can be a difficult and eye-opening experience. However, what might be worse is someone else's doubting whether or not you exist. The gaze is an important factor in existentialist philosophy. The gaze is when someone else's view of you impacts your identity. They force their definition of you onto you. I wonder if the person in this scenario felt like the philosophy major's gaze of him not knowing her existence made her view herself as not knowing that she exists. Thank you so much for watching today's Meme Monday. It must really be difficult being in love with a philosophy major. What do you think of this meme? Can you prove or disprove knowledge of the existence of your significant other? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Stay tuned every Monday. Thank you. Bye.